How's it going, everyone? At the end of my introductory video where I showed you guys my new car, which is a 1988 Saab 900, quick backstory, I bought this car from the previous owner up in Flagstaff. I was told it needed a new starter. It also has some minor damage, which you guys will see up front. Nothing too serious though. And it's definitely gonna need more work outside of that, as I've already quickly learned. But at the end of my introductory video on this thing, I said in this video here, we would get the car running. Well, turns out a couple days ago, I actually came out to the car and I figured, they said the starter's bad, but we didn't even try starting it. Like when we were in Flagstaff picking up the car, we didn't even bother trying to start it, which was a massive oversight. We kind of just took them for the word that it needed a new starter, and we figured it's not even worth trying to start the car. So sure enough, I got bored. I decided to come out here, crack the garage door open. I'm like, I'm gonna hook up the battery and just see if it starts. And I'm gonna play that clip for you guys now. And this is exactly what happened right at that point. And then we'll pick it back up with trying to figure out everything that went wrong in like that 3 minutes worth of footage. So yeah, catch up with you guys in a minute. I opened the car. Good news is this window works. That window does not work. It makes a noise, but I think something's messed up. I don't know. Not important. Anyways, I'm excited because I turned the key a couple times and it started to crank. So I don't think the car is gonna start, but just in case it does. Yo, what? What? Oh, it died. Okay. Well, so I just started it up again and it's running and idling on its own now. It is making kind of a bad noise. Might just be lifter tick. Honestly, I didn't even check the fluids because my initial plan was just to come out here, unhook the battery like I said, and then I just wanted to start it. But I think this is lifter tick, and I really should check the fluids as well. But yeah, that does not sound too good. It's definitely coming from up here though. But it runs! It's got a good sound to it too. I love how these 900s sound. It's definitely got an exhaust leak too, but look. So when I started up the second time, it was struggling to idle a little bit, but I did kind of press the gas a couple times and eventually it kind of evened out. That might just be because it hasn't run in forever. According to this, it's also doing 60 miles an hour and it says I have no gas, which I don't know if that's true or not. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it run for a minute or two and then probably shut it off. Okay, so one other thing I noticed, I'm about to shut it off, but it's got a pretty severe oil leak. Or trans leak, that's something, it's probably oil. But there's a leak up there, and there's a leak back there as well. So, yeah, I'm gonna shut it off now though. But I think that's enough. Wow, I'm excited, I did not expect this. There's also a little bit of smoke coming out of the cap here, you can see, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Fast forward a couple days, I'm actually kind of getting ahead of myself. I have some friends coming over in the morning. We're gonna get digging into this thing, but there's a few things that you're going to see in this video. Since the car already started, which was supposed to be the whole point of this video, I kind of want to now go through and diagnose some of the leaks and some of the problems that the car has. I'm just gonna list these off, things we're gonna do in this video. First off, the tires on this car are thankfully pretty good. They're not dry rotted or anything. They've probably got about half life left, so I'm very happy about that. However, they all are low on air, which made it difficult to push it on and off the trailer. So I want to air up the tires at some point. Secondly, I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but the battery was about half charged. So I hooked it up to the trickle charger overnight. It's now fully charged, so we're gonna throw that back in the car. I bought a sunshade for it at Walmart. Nothing too exciting there to help preserve the interior, because the interior on this car is pretty dang nice, all things considered. So I'm gonna try and preserve this leather. And we have 3 gallons of 91 fuel right here that I just got out of a jerry can that we're gonna throw in the car, just that way it has some fresh fuel. Now let's get into the actual fun stuff. Because the underside of this car is just so filthy, probably not as bad as the Dame is, and I hope I'm right in saying that. When I had that car, you might remember how gross that car was. I bought a big can of brake cleaner. Hopefully I don't use all of that. We also have an oil filter pliers. We have a new oil filter. Oddly enough, these 900s take the same oil filter as Ford Focuses, so that's kind of interesting, something I learned. We've got 5 quarts of oil, 5W30 Mobile 1. Then in here we've got some parts from the previous owner, which is the new corner light. We also have the new headlight. We have a new starter as well right here. And then right when we were pushing the car into the trailer, the mirror glass decided to fall off. And thankfully Lucas pointed out to me, and I ripped it off the car before it actually fell and broke. So if we get around to it, maybe we'll throw that back on as well. So as you can tell, lots of little things, but now that the car's on jack stands, I want to go ahead, put the battery back in it, start it up, let it run, and hopefully diagnose where exactly all these leaks are coming from, because I since moved this because I jacked up the car. This is coming from the back part of the engine, which is technically the front, so the part of the engine towards the firewall, and then this is coming towards the front side of the car, somewhere up under here. So we're gonna get into that tomorrow morning. So one thing we were worried about is the fact that this doesn't have the AC belt on it. So this is obviously the compressor right here. So Lucas has helped me check this out. So the clutch has a little bit of resistance on it, but it's not like it's seized. And obviously this just spins freely. So I think it's good. Might as well just put a belt on it first and try before getting a new compressor. So topping off the coolant here. Probably need to drain and refill this at some point, but for today we're just gonna pour a little bit more water in it. We've also got a, oh no, that's plugged. You see someone stuck a little screw in the end of this vacuum line. I'm not sure what this is for. I've got a lot to learn, but there's a little plug. Looks like there's plenty of oil in here. Oh, yeah. Not sure where the oh, here we go, min max. So we want it to be somewhere between there, so let's see.
Doesn't look too bad.
It's overfilled.
There you go.
There's max right there. So oil level's good. I was planning on overfilling it a little bit because it leaks so bad when we do run it. But yeah, check tranny fluid mentioned. Let's see, this is I think this is tranny, yeah, gearbox oil. What up?
That's good. Why it just pulled up?
So looks like the little notch is between min and max, so that's also full. Max is like right at the end of this notch, so we're good there.
Got the coolant topped off.
Yeah, coolant.
Power steering I already checked out on the other side. That was
power
good.
Steering's good. Well, I think she's good on fluids then. It is gonna piss out a bunch of oil when we start it running again, but
Did you check your blinker fluid?
blinker fluid is full, so we're good there. Put the battery in. It's super loud, but put the battery in. I'm waiting for a couple more friends to show up before we start it. But gonna blow up the tires now because they're all around 20 PSI, just to make sure they hold air. And we'll start her up. Check for leaks. So we got a little Saab meet going on out here. Still got Kendrick showing up with his V6 Aero. Got Wyatt's Stage 3 wagon. Lucas's hatch you guys have seen. And JT's boosted Accord, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, old school car, man.
They were
So
built different. We were just talking
yeah,
about
big dent in the hood. So I'm worried about when I close the hood if it'll break the new headlight I put in there. So they suggested get a piece of 2x4 hammer. I've been hammering from the back for a couple seconds. It's already starting to come out apparently, so that's awesome. Is it looking any better? Or?
Nah. I see it like bouncing, but it's this
It's
right
not-
here. That's where all the tension's at. You gotta hit it
So
right
I hit it
there.
from like this way.
I was thinking we should almost come from that way. Try to come in from this side, but I don't know.
Way better. Big shout out to Wyatt for that. So it's still pushed in a little bit right here. It's still pushed down just ever so slightly right here, but the dent is way less prominent, that's for sure. So a little bit of progress. I think it needs some more work before I can put the new headlight in, but I'm gonna top off these 2 or 3 gallons of 91. put that in there so I have some fresh fuel before we start it up again.
This is the crank right here, the pulley. So it might be dripping onto this line, but you can see it's all wet.
It's all around there.
And then that's
There's a
up
bunch
there.
of
That,
fresh
yeah,
oil.
that's above, so you can see that's all dripping down. But that goes into the firewall, so I don't know what that
Yeah,
is.
it can't be a oil line. I wonder if it's just dripping from the front main.
Yeah, that's the front main right there. It's all wet right
All
there.
that wet, yeah. So it looks like I need a new front main seal.
And that's
Got some good
the
pictures.
front
from
main
it,
is
thanks.
up there,
Uh-huh.
and then this is just underneath, so you can
It's
see
just
it's
the
just
gearbox and
cake.
the oil pan.
Yeah, oil pan back here, gearbox. I try to get up in there, but even all up in there, there's like a shield under here, like a catch can,
Yeah,
whatever tray, but it's just all wet up in there.
All right, well,
So you got some work set up.
got some work for sure, but got some gas in it. Just time to start it up again. Let it run a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. Yeah, then we'll watch it actually pour out of the engine. Yeah. All right, here we go. Started right up like nothing. It's gonna die. Oh, it died again. It's that, yeah, I bet it's something. Let's start it. I'm revving it a little bit to keep it alive. This is what I had to do last time. It's trying to die on me. Let's see. Okay, and I'm off the gas now. Let's see if it dies. It sounds good, man. All right, now it seems to be idling fine. Dude, that lifter tick again, man. It's brutal. Yeah, we think it'll quiet down. I'm confident in that. Because it's definitely coming from right up here. Like, you can hear it now. Yeah. Why it's under here again, being a homie. You see, dude, you see it coming out again? Is it dripping already?
So when are we pulling this motor, bro?
That's not good. I'm gonna check this blow by. Please don't inflate. Got a rubber band on it to seal it now, and it's, yeah, that's not good, bro. That's definitely got a lot of air. So, got a problem.
Hey. Saying hi.
Some good news and some bad news. Good news is, it seems to be running a lot better now. The blow-by is obviously very concerning. Thermostat's working, so that's great. Obviously I haven't tried any of this stuff even. I don't know if this radio even works. Oh, there we go. It's asking for a code, so that's a oh, now I can't get it to shut up. I can't get this radio code to shut up. I probably just need to disconnect the battery, but
Just turn the radio off.
I tried to, because I pushed it to turn it on. That's when it started beeping, and now it won't turn back off. I think I just need to disconnect the battery. Yeah, it's not. It won't turn off, but it sounds so good. Pop the hatch. We wanted to see how much room is back here, so we figured out how to get the seats down.
Dude, how many dead bodies
Pop the
is back there?
headrests off real quick.
There you go.
Oh yeah, dude,
Look at
this is
that.
awesome.
Little pillows, dude.
I know, right?
Nice, shit. Oh, check it out. So here, boom.
Dude, yes. There we go.
Bro, look at that.
Oh, it's gonna be in the way when you try and put the thing down the rest of the way.
It's pretty close.
Look at all this. Yeah, try just pulls out. Look at how practical that is, dude.
Wow, that's actually insane.
This is a full-size man just chilling back here.
The practicality of this, man.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's been a busy day, but nonetheless, we got some work done on this car. Really, I could drive it right now if I wanted to. This blow-by is really concerning, though. It could be a number of things. Could even be as bad as a head gasket. So I've been recommended to compression test the car, so save that for another video though. I think enough has happened today. So I think what I'm gonna do is have a couple friends look at it that really know these cars well and give their opinions, and after that I'll put in a parts order. I did actually stumble upon something very lucky at the junkyard that happened right before I filmed a lot of this video. So you guys will see that my next upload or an upload very soon, but there was an SPG that popped up at the junkyard, so we went ahead and got a lot of parts off that thing for this car. But again, future upload, you guys will see that here very soon. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Hopefully this won't be anything too serious to get her on the road. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. See y'all next time.